Welcome to Chapter 7 Video 2. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure router on a stick for VLAN. So this is going to be VLAN router on a stick configuration. Notice that these two VLAN are basically the same thing like from video 1, and I already configured these two switch already. So I'm not going to repeat those again, and if you want to, you can go back to watch the video 1. So let's add the switch back to the third switch, well actually the second switch, and put the router in here. Now I'm going to connect this device, port 24 to port 24, and this right here, port 24 to port 22 or 23, that's fine. Alright, and then this right here, gigabit 01 through gigabit 01, so it was easier to keep up with it. Now let's look to make sure that the configuration for the FA024 still be configured as the trunk port. So let's show interface trunk. Yes, it is. Okay, show run. Make sure right here, so it's still good. Alright, let's look at the same thing on this side. Show interface trunk. Okay, it's still there. So it looks like it's not deleting. Show run. Okay, so it's still good. So I need to configure this right here. Again, this is going to be a trunk link. So FA0/24 and FA0/23 need to be configured as the trunk port. Okay, because this is going to be a trunk link. Also, from the switch to the router, there's only one link now, so this is going to be a trunk link. So I need to configure the gig 0/1 on the switches as a trunk port. So let's do it. And how do we configure this trunk port? Well, we need to do config t interface FA0/24 switch port mode what? Trunk. Remember? Switch port trunk. Allow VLAN 1 through 99 to go through it. Okay, right here. Same thing for this one. Exit interface FA0/23 switch port mode trunk. Switch port trunk. Allow VLAN 1 through 99 to go through it. So now I need to configure this gig 01, exit interface gig 0/1 switch port mode. We want to create a trunk mode now, trunk port now. Okay, so switch port trunk allow VLAN 1 through 99. So this link is going to be a trunk link now. In our first video, we create this as an access link, but now since there's only one link, we have to make it a trunk link. So we're done with this switch configuration. Oh, you know one thing what I forgot? Have I already created a VLAN? Show VLAN brief. Nope, I have not created a VLAN. Remember I said earlier, all of these associate switches must have the same VLAN. In other words, we have to create VLAN to all the switches. So config VLAN 10, name employees, VLAN 20, name student. There you go. Show VLAN. Alright, that's good now. Okay, next thing we need to create the new interface for this gigabit 01 for the two VLAN, because we only using one link. So I have to create a sub interface for VLAN 10 and create another sub interface for VLAN 20, and these commands right here are the command that allow you to create a sub interface. I'm missing one statement right here. Encapsulation dotted 1Q. There you go. Alright, so these are the statement that we have to do. Should be router config interface. There you go. One more thing missing. Alright, there you go. Those are the command. So let's go to the router and no. Alright, enable interface. We want to create some interface to this gig 01 right here that is connected to the link. Gig 0/1 dot. Can't do that. Have to do config t first. Interface gig 0/1 dot 10. Here you go. These are the commands right here. Interface port number dot sub interface number. Okay, so my sub interface number is going to be .10. Of course, you can use any number. However, I just want to associate or relate it to VLAN 10. So for the sake of insanity, I just make it 10 because that's going to be assigned to VLAN 10. Alright, next step is encapsulation dotted Q and assign that to VLAN 10. That's what that 10 signifies. Okay, done with that one. To do the same thing for the .20. So alright, interface gigabit 0/1 .20 because I want to associate that sub interface with the VLAN 20. So the next step is encapsulation dotted 20. That is to assign the VLAN 20 to the sub interface .20. Alright, now I forgot from the previous command here that I need to assign IP address. So now this is going to be associate or assigned to VLAN 20. So the IP address is 192.168.20.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, now I need to do the same thing for gigabit .10. I didn't do that earlier. Interface gig 0/1 10. IP address 192.168. This is going to be assigned to VLAN 10 as the default gateway for VLAN 10. So the subnet is .10. 255.255.255.0. Alright, I'm done with the configuration for the sub interface. Now I need to turn on the interface. Right now it's off, so I need to get to the interface gig 0/1. That is this interface right here, and I need to issue the command no shutdown or no shut. Okay, notice it's turned green now. So that's all we really need. Now we should be able to ping all of these PC. Alright, let's do it. Okay, let's see, we can ping this right here using this PC. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to ping because the router needs to update its routing table. So it might take a little bit, and let's make sure that it's working. We might have to wait. Try one more time. While it's waiting, let's see if we can ping from the router, and we can ping 192.168.10.101. We're using the router to ping this right here, and it worked fine, no problem. Let's ping 20.210. The router to ping this right here. Okay, so it looks like it's ping fine, no problem. So it should work now. Like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the router to update the routing table. Wow, it takes for a while for this thing to update the routing table. There you go. Finally, there. Okay, and 210 should have no problem. And ping 10.101 should be no problem. And that is it. That's how you configure a router on a stick for VLAN. Okay, again, the concept in here is that these are access link based on our book. Okay, these two right here, from a switch to switch, we make it as a trunk link. So we need to configure this port as a trunk port. Now this, since only one link go from the switch to the router, we have to make it as a trunk link. And with this method, you can have 5 VLAN using one link, 8 VLAN using one link. Okay, you don't have to use many links like the classic VLAN configuration.